televiewers, and welcome to another beautiful and exciting edition of your own very favorite program, Coping with Disabilities. Our guest in today's edition of the program is someone who is visually impaired, but is very industrious. He produces Omo in order to earn his living, and he's a sole distributor of his product. This has earned him the name Omo Eugene because he has been doing this for the past 10 years now. I will be your host, DELPHINE LEKE. We'll take an interlude and we will be right back. Stay tuned. Hello televiewers, you're welcome back and you're watching Coping with Disabilities. I am presently with our guest in today's edition of the program. He's no other person than Omo Eugene. Good afternoon, Omo Eugene.
Good afternoon, Sister DELPHINE.
So how are you today?
By the grace of God, I'm fine.
Okay, we want to thank you for coming to Coping with Disabilities.
Thank you also.
You are popularly known as Omo Eugene. So who is Omo Eugene?
My name is Kembi Eugene, and popularly known as Omo Eugene because I produce Omo.
Okay, you've been producing Omo for the past 10 years now.
For the past 10 years now.
So how did you conceive the idea of producing Omo?
I conceived the idea of producing Omo in 2007. That one of our renowned man, Mr. Koko Betin, he brought the project in Muyuka. I was not even interested. I underlooked it. I said, taking one Omo for 150 francs, where would I raise 10,000 and 5,000? So I minimized it. I was the storekeeper of the training, but I did not take part. It was in 2018 that I considered the idea.
2008?
Yeah, 2008 that I considered the idea. And I could not move to my colleague in Muyuka there. I came and met one of my friends in Meliko. He told me just for 3 days. And I've been doing the business for the past 10 years, and I saw that the Omo is a very nice business. Okay,
so you did not attend any particular training on how to produce Omo apart from the fact that your friend taught you for 3 days?
Yes.
Okay. So you are an ex-trainee from the Rehabilitation Institute for the Blind, right?
Yes.
And you studied arts and crafts from 1995 to 1997?
Yeah, you are right.
So to what extent has the Rehabilitation Institute for the Blind contributed to your life?
In fact, when I went to Rehabilitation Institute for the Blind, there was a joy. Because when I got blind in the village, I thought that I was just the one alone. But when I went to the center and I saw children that they just delivered them like that. So from there, I have to pray for God, that God should help me, because formally, it was not easy to me. Okay. So I have courage.
Okay, because you saw other visually impaired
yes,
there at the Rehabilitation Institute for the Blind, and it gave you the courage that you can make it in life.
That is it.
Also, at the Rehabilitation Institute of the Blind, you acquired skills on weaving baskets and food mats. Can you just explain more on that? Yeah,
in Rehabilitation Institute for the Blind, we study craft, agriculture, even animal husbandry. So I did food mat for 7 years and basket for 3 years. But in the Omo now, I've been doing it for 10 years.
Okay, you've been producing Omo for 10 years now.
Yes.
That's great. Televiewers, we are just going to go into the, let me just say, laboratory of Omo Eugene, where we are going to see him producing Omo as usual. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Say, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. I love you. Holy Spirit. I
And this is the base of all soap. You cannot produce cocoa soap or bathing soap or savon. So you don't use because this is the base. And the other one, white oil. We always travel to Douala. 120 liters is 11,000. So this is the base. You can even produce the Omo without using foaming agent and soda ash. So but this is the base, but the Omo will not have quality. Any soap that has no foaming agent will not have quality. So to me, bring foaming agent and soda ash. That's why my Omo is always looking good. So this is the base, and this is very dangerous. Because yes.
You see, I'm
No, I'm happy with it.
with you, I need nobody. 'Cause you talk to me, and you come.
Maybe it's a back up.
No, it's a back side.
Surprise, you're more real than the air I breathe. Precious Holy Ghost, precious Holy Ghost, you got me. You got me, don't think. You got
I should see it.
Holy Spirit, yeah. Holy Spirit, you have opened my eyes to see it for reality. Holy Spirit, yeah. I love you. You got me every day. You don't break my way. Holy Spirit, you have opened my eyes.
That's so beautiful. 100 francs. 100 francs. Now you're almost.
One of the cup go with 6 liter water. So and 4 liter of cleaning oil. That's the mixture. It dilutes it. It dilutes it for a day. And you can see the Omo that I did it. That one I diluted yesterday. I said I should produce so that you people will come and see the best how I always do it. So when you produce the Omo, you always come out like cocoa soap. Later on, we'll have to remove it and shift that here in that shift that I did there. People can, you already see what I done now. So that's the base, the Omo. So when you produce it like this, when you shift that in, you just need to tie it in the local way. No, my company is still a young company, so I don't have a capital to go forward. I just managed to do it my own way that I fit. So I've been doing this business for the past 10 years.
You're welcome back, and I want to say that that was so beautiful. You producing Omo, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. That's great.
Thank you.
Now you are the sole distributor of your product. So how do you distribute your product? Do you go out and sell, or people usually come here and buy?
It's always few that they always come and buy one, but most of the Omo I always take it to the market, and sometimes I contact some pastor and I go and present it in the church. And I have some customers that I always move and go and distribute to them.
Okay.
So around me, it's just few that they always come and buy.
Okay, but you have some particular customers that they always demand for your product.
Yes.
I would like us to talk about your childhood life. You were not born with this impairment. You later acquired it in life. That was at the age of maybe 10. So please tell us what happened back then.
Yes. At the age of 10, I have frontal headache. And that was just the beginning of the blindness. When I got it like that, it was not really easy. So it was just frontal headache that came. And immediately the head came, the frontal headache came. When the eye got like this, the headache went back. I never experienced it again.
Okay, so you were having frontal headache.
Yes.
That was when you were 10 years old.
Yes.
And then it started affecting your eyes.
Yes.
Did you go to hospitals?
It took me a long while before I go to the hospital.
Okay. So at what age did you go to the hospital?
I go to the hospital at the age of 15 because I was the one who struggled to look for money.
Okay.
And I go to Acha.
Now, please, how did your parents react when they realized that you were having problems with your sight?
Yeah, by that time I was having only my father. My mother died when I was just 3 years like that. I did not even know her. So it was only my father.
Okay.
And later on again, my father died when the blindness had already come, and there was not anybody to even assist me. So I was just the one struggling with life.
Okay, so your mother died at the age of 3,
Yes,
and then your father died when you were how old?
when I was 13.
When you were 13.
Yes.
Okay, now before having this Omo business as your main business, you've been doing other things in order to look for money. So what have you been doing before?
I done food mat and basket weaving, and yeah. So before I divert to the Omo, I used to go to the Lafayette bamboo and fish bamboo and go to the market and sell 1 bundle, 100 francs, sometimes 50 francs. That is the thing that generated me income for close to 5 years before I could go to the hospital. And then when I came to Ekata there, I was working under cocoa. I used to brew cocoa. I used to play under grow cocoa. So it took me 6 months to raise about 50,000 before I went to Mbamayo eye specialist. So when I went there, they told me that my eye already condemned. It was not easy to me. I did not know where to go, rather than finding myself in Bulu Blind Center.
Okay. I really want you to explain this point, please, Mr. Kembi Eugene, because you said that at a certain point in your life, you were being stigmatized and rejected because of your impairment. So explain to us what happened.
So what happened that in that situation that I find myself, nobody to even encourage me. Even my auntie, they was just looking at their own children. My uncle, they were just looking at their own children. Nobody could even, sometimes even to eat, it was not easy. To have dresses, it was not really easy. So I even threatened to commit suicide.
You
Because
threatened to...
I do it, not that I threatened.
Okay.
I did it.
Because of the way people were treating you, they
Yes.
didn't show you love.
Yeah, no consent. So I was just lonely.
Okay. So what did you do? What did you take?
What I take is that I took this radio battery, I removed the powder inside.
So bad.
Almost about 2 spoons. And
So
nothing
bad.
happened with me.
You should not know. It's just that we are laughing now because you're alive. But please, I don't know what to say, but just because people were like rejecting you, looking at you like an outcast.
You know, it was tough. It was tough. It was not easy. So yeah, say I was battling with life and death. They say it's better to me to die than to live.
Thank God that you did not die.
Yeah,
Because-
and God allowed me to grow and testify in Him.
Amen. You also told me that you've been attending seminars whereby you teach students how to make Omo. Please explain to us more on that.
It was just the grace of God. One of my friends in Bishop Rogan College, they called for me in Miyuka that I should come and teach Bishop Rogan students how to produce Omo. But they was doing the practical, they was writing thesis. So they had done the theory, they had never demonstrated, they had never did the practical. So he called me, I said, how can I come and be speaking to Father, Bishop and so forth? He said, no, it's just practical, that I should not be afraid. So I went there. When I went there like that, it was wonderful. It was just 3 days. The student there, they say, oh, this man is a really great professor. So I did it for 3 days. Then later on in 2013, I was in Miyuka, GBHS in Miyuka for the same exercise. So it was wonderful. And then later on in University of Buya, some students, they invited me there at Dirty House for one seminar. So I went and did the same thing. It was marvelous. So
Okay.
I'm very, very grateful.
So we can say that you are a teacher.
Yeah.
Yes. So please, I would like you to give your number to our viewers because some people might want to use your product. They might want to taste it. They might want to use it because you are producing something wonderful. Just give your number.
My number is 674 21 33 79.
Okay. Take it all over.
674 21 33 79.
Please, Mr. Kembe Eugene, I would just like you to give a word of advice to our viewers right now, and especially to persons living with disabilities. What word of advice do you have for them?
The word of advice that I have to my colleague is that no condition is permanent. That in any situation you find yourself, you have to go down with your knees and ask for the will of God to be done in your life. Because even I myself now, I am living only by the grace of God. And by the patient grace of God, I am a landlord now, living in my own residence, doing my own thing without needing support for somebody. So a person with disability should stand firm with the word of God, and God will show them a way. As He did to me, He can do to them also.
Thank you for that word of advice, Mr. Kembe Eugene. We are presently at Munya, and you're watching Coping with Disabilities. I've been talking to Mr. Kembe Eugene. He earns his living by producing omo. And please, as you are seeing this house behind us, it is the house constructed by him. I am so touched, I am so inspired by his industrious attitude. Please, if you're out there and you have an impairment, do not look down on yourself, because disability is not inability, and in every disability there is an ability. So we are encouraging you to come out of your shell and be determined in life and be encouraged and do something for yourself and the society. I have been your host, DELPHINE LEKE. Thank you for watching Coping with Disabilities, and see you some other time. Bye-bye.